Welcome to the world of shamanism. Shamanism is a religious practice that involves a practitioner, a shaman, who is believed to interact with the spirit world through direct altered state of consciousness, such as trance. The goal of this is usually to direct these spirits or spiritual energies into the physical world for healing or some other purpose. This is the most given definition. Yet I take a different spin on it. I'm taking the modern day approach. Everyone alive on Earth is a shaman. The jewel exists inside of us. The quantum field exists everywhere. It's existent beyond time and space. It exists in the seen and unseen world. It exists in all dimensions and universes. The shamans of all traditions know this. They know the interconnectedness of all creation. The Mother Earth and man are interconnected with each other. You don't see indigenous people throwing garbage in the living room of the earth. They don't put up fences. Nobody owns the land. The land is sacred. It seems to me that Western man is still living in conquering the Wild West. We still have the mindset that life must be conquered. Mind you, we annihilated millions of Indians along the way, yet we still don't have any remorse in doing so. You would think that we might change our ways. Yet this is embedded into our consciousness. We feel conquering is the only way. Whether it's war, politics, sports, or business, there are winners and losers. We even fight with Mother Earth. We take and steal precious resources without any sense of morals or ethics. The following is from CNN. Prince Charles made these statements. Only a revolution in the way the global economy and financial markets work can save the planet from the climate crisis and secure future prosperity, Prince Charles warned on Wednesday. We can't go on like this with every month another record in temperatures being broken, he told CNN in an exclusive interview at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. If we leave it too long, and we just have done, just growing things is going to become difficult. The heir to the British throne and lifelong environmentalist was speaking to CNN after he threw down a challenge to the global business and financial elites in Davos to lead a paradigm shift, one that inspires action at revolutionary levels and pace to avert the approaching catastrophe. Do we want to go down in history as the people who did nothing to bring the world back from the brink in time to restore the balance we could have done? I don't want to, he told the audience at the WEF's 50th annual meeting. We must change our awareness and consciousness. We are nonchalantly sawing the branch we are sitting on. Every human on earth holds a particular piece of the puzzle. I firmly believe that the further a society is distant from Mother Earth, the more insanity occurs in civilization. Common sense is uncommon. We lose the wisdom of the earth and the universe. Society no longer is in sync with nature. We develop the Wild West mentality. This gets carried away in all phases of life. Currently, the United States is in a major meltdown due to the silent virus. Yet our president wants to open up schools next month. Yesterday in Florida, over 16,500 people were reported positive. That's just in one day. There's still a furious debate on whether to wear a mask or not. When a society loses connection to Earth, all hell breaks out. We think we are smarter than nature. Man's ego gets so large that he thinks he is in charge of everything. Mother Nature sent us all to our rooms and think things over, yet we got bored and complained the whole time. For many people, they got nothing constructive out of it. The following is from ABC News. I think I made a mistake. I thought this was a hoax, but it's not. Those were the final words of a 30-year-old patient who died at Methodist Hospital in San Antonio this week after attending a so-called COVID party, according to the hospital. Dr. James Appleby, Chief Medical Officer for Methodist Hospital and Methodist Children's Hospital, said in a recorded statement that the unidentified patient told nurses about the party, which he said is hosted by someone diagnosed with the virus. The thought is people get together to see if the virus is real and if anyone gets affected, Appleby said. Appleby said she shared the story not to scare people, but to make sure they understand that the virus can affect anyone. The practice of a shaman is to learn how to be in harmony with the universe and Mother Earth. In the silence lies all the answers to life. This book will take you into the world of the shamans. This is your natural state. As I said many times before, you are the universe. You just don't know. Shamans have known this fact for thousands of years. To save humanity, we must discover our true nature.
We say we are intelligent, but are we? We are babysitters of the creatures of this world, yet we treat them with no respect. We would be sued in the court of our Father with our neglect. We talk about criminals, but what is the worst crime? Destroying this planet. Where will our resources be when there are no trees? Hungry we will be, orphans upon this land. Man has the capability to be true custodians of this land. Let's open up our heart before it's too late. For me, when I was young, I was fascinated by the mysteries of life. I knew there was more than a 9-to-5 existence. When I was around 5 years old, my Uncle Bill took my brother and I to a Bob's Big Boy for a shake. At that time, they had these paper masks with a Martian say, "Take me to your leader." My brother and I placed these masks over our faces and started to laugh and laugh. We knew that we were from the stars. My uncle had no idea why we were laughing. How did we know that we came from the stars? Most people would say it was your childhood imagination, yet you really can't explain it. How to explain the power of love? Where does it come from? Does our DNA contain parts of us that are eternal? Does our DNA contain the essence of God? Scientists say that 90% of our DNA is junk DNA. Does God create junk? I don't think so. According to Cryon, he says the junk DNA is actually multidimensional DNA. In other words, our DNA is part physical and spiritual. We don't have any instruments on Earth to prove this. Yet, Bruce Limpton from Stanford says that through his research that they have discovered the following. Your DNA may have the propensity for a certain disease, yet with lifestyle changes and by the mind being in a state of being that is spiritual, you can overcome your propensity to get the disease. You can, in an essence, program yourself out of this problem. Can you imagine if a part of your DNA contains your higher self? That means you're hardwired to discover God inside of you. A part of you exists in the cosmic soup of God, and a part of you exists on this planet. For ages, the great masters have said that the kingdom of heaven lies within. Maybe we have all the tools inside of us. We have been looking in all the wrong places. For example, imagine only a short time ago, we thought that the world was flat. We thought by sailing deep into the ocean, there would be a point where the ship would fall off the face of the earth. This is only about 600 years ago. Yet Christopher Columbus sailed to the Americas and debunked that theory. Now, imagine the Mayans and other indigenous cultures. They developed several calendars, that the calendar cycle was around 24,000 years. They had around 10 different calendars that they used to calculate different cycles of time. They have from 1 day to 64 million years. How did they get this information? The Mayans had this knowledge around the 5th century BC. That is around 1,000 years before Christopher Columbus discovered America. How did they get this knowledge? They didn't have knowledge. They didn't have computers or modern day telescopes. Could their knowledge come from within? I certainly think so. The universe within is a microcosm of the universe outside of us. They had the ability to tap into the source. You are the universe. They understood that principle and had a direct realization of that. They knew about entanglement and the universal field. Scientists are just beginning to focus and understand these laws. Yet they had this knowledge 2,500 years ago. Many of the indigenous people all around the world had this knowledge. They knew they came from the stars. Westerners would laugh at them and say how cute that is. Imagine if a scientist would discover their true nature and work with his scientific nature. Imagine how far we can go. We have satellites that go around 16,000 miles per hour. Imagine if we can go 186,000 miles per second. It would take 2 years to reach the closest star. What if man could go within and use the field and go anywhere in the universe in less than a second? Imagine if a civilization has been around for 16 billion years. How advanced do you think they would be? Imagine they had the same problems that we had: war, poverty, crime, etc. They learned over time to advance themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. They reached a point where the entire civilization became the universe. At this point in time, In evolution, they decided to help another planet achieve the same. This cycle would occur over and over again. Sometimes it would not work out. The people might have a great war and destroy the planet. When the planet was mature enough, they would then go to another planet and start anew. This sounds like science fiction, yet you are eternal. You were never created, and you will never die. Your body will. So think this over. Maybe our planet was created as a great experiment. Maybe our DNA came from the stars. We are stardust, as Carl Sagan once said. Let's put it this way. Life is a mystery. One of my pet peeves is how we as Westerners think about indigenous people. We have a tendency to think we are so superior. Yet, let's take our calendar. Augustus wanted more power than Julio, so he created an extra day. Our calendar is more of a political calendar. The Mayans created a series of calendars that represent the universe. In fact, one of their calendars ended in 2012. This was after a 24,000-year cycle. Many people thought this was the end times. The Mayans simply smiled and said, "Turn the page. A new year has begun." Their calendars are incredibly accurate. Where did they get this knowledge? They didn't have computers or telescopes during those days. Just think, during our dark ages, we thought the world was flat. They were mapping the universe. Who's truly the smart one? Ponder over the meaning of these words. Imagine the time of Columbus, we thought the world was flat. We thought that a ship could sail off in the distance and fall off the earth. This wasn't too long ago. At the same time, the indigenous people were mapping out the universe. They were creating universal calendars. How did they do that? Is there something to the notion the entire universe lies inside of you? Is this how they got their knowledge? All the great masters would say, yes. Can you imagine if we took technology and the art of going inside and merged them together? Now that would take us to another level altogether. One of my pet peeves is how we as Westerners think about indigenous people. We have a tendency to think we are so superior. Yet, let's take our calendar. Augustus wanted more power than Julio, so he created an extra day. Our calendar is more of a political calendar. The Mayans created a series of calendars that represent the universe. In fact, one of their calendars ended in 2012. This was after a 24,000-year cycle. Many people thought this was the end times. The Mayans simply smiled and said, "Turn the page. A new year has begun." Their calendars are incredibly accurate. Where did they get this knowledge? They didn't have computers or telescopes during those days. Just think, during our dark ages, we thought the world was flat. They were mapping the universe. Who's truly the smart one? Ponder over the meaning of these words.
You know me, but you don't know me. I have many names. Some call me Gaia. Some call me Mother Nature. Some call me Panchakam. You have forgotten your connection with me. There was a time when we were in harmony with me. Nowadays, you have forgotten who you are and the connection you have with me. I am the mother of all on this earth. Many of the indigenous people around the world still have the connection with me. You call them primitive, yet they are highly advanced. You may have technology advanced, yet your spiritual and emotional growth is stunted. For thousands of years, you've been fighting wars with one another. You are sawing the branch that you sit on. Look at how you treat me. You have no respect. I'm not judging you. I just call a spade a spade. You are in the midst of one of the greatest transformations anywhere in the universe. It's happening right before you. Millions of people awaken up from their slumber. You're beginning to realize who you truly are. We are in the game together. You and I are one. I've been around for billions of years, and so has you. Yet today, you are still sleeping and are totally focused on getting by in life. Your ways are backwards. They don't work. Your mirror is cloudy. Every step you take, you are walking with me, yet you are oblivious to this. Your entire society is presently beating a drum that is out of tune. You think everything is well, yet you have forgotten our connection. You have forgotten your true essence. Anger is so pervasive today in your world. Everyone is angry with each other. It seems like in America, people are polarized. They don't listen to each other. In fact, many people have a tremendous amount of hate towards each other. I have love for all. That is my nature. I am patient and tolerant. I am kind. This is my nature. You have forgotten your true essence. Presently, you are a mixture of light and dark. You are going from darkness to light. I'm trying to remind you how incredible you truly are. What if you had an Earth Mother who has been here since the dawning of time? I hold you in my arms, yet you don't realize it. You think you are alone. Because of this and your free choice, you have at times tremendous pain. It's hard to be truly happy when your happiness is external. You are like leaves blowing in the wind. You are happy and then you are sad. You get angry when you're in a traffic jam. The wise man would see a traffic jam as an opportunity to meditate and be aware with the eyes open. One would feel gratitude and remember our divine connection. You see, without being connected to your true nature, you will have a hard time navigating through this world. You really won't be in harmony with me or the universe. Need I say more? Take a look at the world around you. Is it in harmony with nature? You have a president who's going backwards in time, undoing all the environmental goods. He's totally out of sync with me. You see, a strong ego can be quite damaging. A man must develop kindness and humility to gain true wisdom. True wisdom comes from within. You know when to smile in the face of adversity. You have nothing to prove. I am what I am. I do not judge. I will give sincere and honest opinions. You may not agree with me. That is your choice. But I am your mother. Remember, there were probably times when you didn't listen to your worldly mother's advice. At some point in time, you did something and you thought, I wish I would have listened to my mother's advice. I wouldn't be in this certain situation. Well, life is a series of beautiful lessons to learn. We would never stop learning. Listen to the various messages I have for you. I am speaking directly to you. You are on the verge of waking up from your slumber. If I was to give you any advice, I would say, be kind to each other. If you truly did, the world around you would change for the better. The state of this world presently is in chaos. Kindness exists, yet so much darkness is on the land. Presently, you have a president who is a bully. As your mother, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. The world's strife is due to your anger with each other. You have forgotten the golden rule. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. This golden rule exists throughout the universe. Be kind to your environment. You are sawing the branch you are sitting on. You can destroy yourselves, and the earth will go on without you. Don't be so arrogant. Change your ways. Currently, your economical system is causing great harm to this planet. You can change for the better. Without kindness for all, you won't be able to solve these massive problems. When you are kind, you can think outside of the box. I have great wisdom. Lean on me. Be in harmony with me. Day by day, learn how to connect towards your mother. I'm always with you, yet you are oblivious of it. You are driving down the freeway of life with your cell phone in your hand. You think everything is all right in your life. You're just skimming the surface of the ocean of life. You only concentrate on the external and have forgotten your true nature. You have disconnected yourself from me. Many people are waking up from their slumber. By doing so, they will become in harmony with me. As more and more people get in harmony, the human consciousness will change for the better. War is totally unnecessary. War is obsolete.
There will be a time in the future when you will see that you've been living in the dark ages. When you can clearly see the light within, your problems will disappear. You will have practical solutions to solve your problems. When you can see through the eyes of others, your awareness will change for the better. Be kind to all animals. You are the crown of creation, yet presently you are extremely arrogant and have lost your sense of duty. Your actions clearly come from your ego and your selfish way of life. There are millions of people on this planet who deeply care for the welfare of all animals, but your political and business systems are much to be desired. They care only for profits. If an animal can be eliminated due to being in the way of material profits, so be it. Quite frankly, many of your powerful business leaders and political leaders are bullies. Vote them out of office. Look for people who are running for office that are kind. If they aren't kind and run dark ads towards their opponents, don't vote for them. Don't vote for your party line. Vote for people who are kind. This is a practical way for your political system to change. Get rid of the bullies by voting. This is truly the way to change your political system. As your mother, I'm not a politician, yet I do know human nature. Your negative and dark ways never help humanity. So many people in power only are concerned for themselves and not for the people they represent. Kindness will go a long ways in all areas of your life. By being kind, you will learn how to balance your life. You won't be a workaholic. You will spend more time with your family. Your job will dictate that you keep balance in all areas of life. Consequently, when you are working, your mental and physical state will be at the highest. You can get more done and be more productive. Presently, most people hate their jobs and are burned out due to stress. Be kind towards your land. You are killing it. Stop your food supply of GMOs and using pesticides. You are literally causing a slow death to all. Cancer is rampant all around the world. Think about this. Before 1900s, cancer was quite unknown. It existed, yet it was not prevalent. Today, it is rampant in your society. Look at all areas in life. Where there is a sense of being a bully, replace it with kindness. One by one, change your actions to be kind. By doing so, you will see that I've always been there. The world will see the harmony in life. The world will see through your eyes. Kindness will go a long way. People of all religions will respect one another. Everyone will see the thread of love tying us all together. Kindness is the way to totally transform your world. Act and be kind. I am very patient. God is patient. The universe is patient. Unfortunately, in the present moment in time, you are not. You explode when things don't go according to plan. There is a master plan which has its own timing, not yours. Because of your lack of awareness, you are not in harmony. Consequently, you lack patience. Look at how patient nature and the universe is. The earth was created billions of years before you even came into existence. Do you think I ever got bored in the process? What's taking so long? When you came along, do you think I lacked patience and said, wow, these humans are slow to learn? They said patience is a virtue, yet many humans really don't like that saying. In your world, it's not a compliment. When you get upset due to being impatient, the other person will say, patience is a virtue. Most likely, this will put more gasoline on the fire. A person who is patient will be kind. A person who is patient will be tolerant of others. A person who is patient will express love and compassion for all. A person who is patient will live in the present, not the past or future. You can cultivate patience. You can plant the seed and take care of it day by day. It takes time to develop and grow. Each and every day, you can weed your garden. Each and every day, you can monitor your actions and train yourself to be patient. You won't succeed all at once. You will fall down many times. Remember, when you learn how to walk, you learn by your mistakes. You had a goal to learn how to walk. Over time, you achieved your goal. Learn how to meditate. This will put you in touch with your true nature. The goal is to be aware. The goal is to let go of all your stress. You created the stress. Nobody created it for you. You reacted to a situation and got stressed out. That, my friends, are of your own doing. Look, the more we become friends and family, the better your life will be and the world at large. Imagine you are walking with blindfolds, covering your eyes. You can't see. Yet this has been going on for thousands of years. So you think this is my true state. We are telling you to take off the blindfolds and see your true nature. If the entire human race did this, your world would totally transform. That would be peace on earth. How do you think I feel at times? You are my creation, and yet you are too busy texting while driving. You are walking on me, yet totally oblivious to it. You call the indigenous people uncivilized, yet they spent each waking moment in tune with me. You are the uncivilized one. War has been going on for thousands of years. You have polluted me. Look, I'm not judging you, yet this is the way you treat. Is this the way you treat your mother? You have lost your ways. Fortunately, millions of people are waking up from their slumber. A new dawning is occurring. Be patient in all areas of life. Pay more attention to me. Pay more attention to your true essence. Shift your awareness from outward to inward. Spend more time in nature. Take a walk in the woods. Enjoy the fresh air. Walk on the beach and rejoice in the sounding of the waves. We are singing to you. Nature is alive, talking to you. Enjoy the birds flying in the sky. They are telling you a story. You were meant to fly inside. Get up in the morning with happiness that I'm alive. Be grateful and enjoy each and every moment. You are truly blessed. You are never alone. By waking up, you will be astonished that something so much greater is going on. We are just wearing blindfolds and can't see reality. Exciting times are coming to Earth and for mankind. They say love is what makes the world go around. Your true essence is love. A mother loves her child. It is built in. I love all my children. It is the essence of life. You have free will. At present moment in time, most humans have forgotten our divine connection. Isn't it kind of sad that I'm here and you're there, walking upon me in each and every moment of your life? Unfortunately, you have forgotten your divine connection to me. Many people are waking up from their slumber. Most indigenous people still maintain that connection. They have not forgotten how precious our relationship is. Most humans are so busy in their life that they never question why I'm alive. Is the earth aware? Am I missing a divine connection in life? You have a free choice. You can go as deep as you can to solve this puzzle, or you can simply never open the door inside of you. It's your decision. I don't judge you. I love all of my creation. These messages are hoping to inspire you to discover your true nature inside of you. By doing so, you will discover me. I have always been a part of you. As I said before, you are walking around with blinders, and you're thinking, I can see clearly. Love is desperately needed in the world today. The lack of love is what is being expressed in so much of the turmoil of the world. People are divided and express hate and anger towards each other. Once again, the world can change only when you change for the better. This is a moment-by-moment conscious effort. You can't just think I'll spend an hour on Sunday, and that's my commitment. If you want a connection to me, you must make the sincere and constant effort. You are rebuilding your mind and body to discover your true nature. In the process, you will once again discover me. You have all the incredible glimpses of me. You have heard my singing among the trees in the forest. You have ridden the ocean waves. You have walked barefooted on the sand. You have had so much fun building sandcastles. All of you have special animals that you love. You may have a dog or a cat, which you truly love. Now is the time where you can truly discover your inner connection to me and all of life. Your sense of love towards all can truly expand. When you can see through the eyes of all and have a love for all, is the true beginning of your journey. This journey will go on forever. It will never end. You and I are eternal. You can never truly die. Your body someday will dissolve back into me, yet your soul will return to God. We have such a divine relationship. I am all connected to all life because I am the divine mother. A mother is connected to their children no matter what happens. The choice is yours. Ponder this over. I am always with you. There's never been a point in your history where you have the opportunity to discover your true nature as now. The world seems to be chaotic, which it is, yet millions of people are waking up from their slumber. It seems the stars are in alignment for your transformation, which they are. Since 2012, everything has changed. Humanity has passed the marker. Most humans thought we would have blown up the world by now. That didn't happen. Mankind is at a point in 100 years you won't even recognize your past. The entire human race is on verge of discovering their true nature. Your entire galaxy is focusing what is happening on planet Earth. I am so happy to see the progress that's going on. You may not see it yet, but the light is about to shine on your land. We are going from darkness to light. The golden age is near. The more you use your free choice to discover your true nature, the faster light will appear. You see, you hold the keys to heaven. They have always been there. In the midst of your fighting, the keys to peace have always been there. With your free will and free choice, open up the world within. Your entire world will change when you do. Every facet of your everyday life will change. Change is all around. Focus on kindness instead of hate and anger. Drop the old energies. They have been a part of you for thousands of years and never solved anything. Embrace kindness, love, compassion, tolerance, and patience. Day by day, let your inner garden grow. Pull your weeds, water your garden daily, meditate and pray. Before you say anything, monitor what are you going to say. Hesitate. Ask yourself, am I going to put gasoline on the fire? Or will these words be kind? Many people think kindness is weak, but kindness is the most difficult thing to do in the universe. Anyone can react with anger. You've been doing this for thousands of years. What has it gotten you? Nothing but war and misery. Humanity has been carrying around boulders for ever so long. The weight of depression has been making you depressed. Drop the boulders within. Ask for internal help. We can guide you, but you must take the necessary steps. I am your mother, yet as a mother, only you can take responsibility for your life. Nobody can do it for you. You must learn how to grow into your true human potential. Enjoy your life. Be happy. Be kind. Love each other. And in every moment you are alive. Try to spend time in nature. Try to connect to me. I am always there, what you want. Start to see through the eyes of others where your actions will be kind. We are all united, but due to your lack of awareness, you can't see it. Therefore, you treat others who are different than you with disrespect. Take care of your body. It's the only body you get. Remember, food is medicine. Try to change your diet and drop eating junk food. The food you put into your body directly affects your brain and emotions. Be open to new ways of doing things and new ways of thinking. There's a brand new way to look and operate in this world. Be excited. Be motivated. This life is an incredible journey. Take baby steps. Don't get bored with life. Make small changes day by day. That way, you won't get overwhelmed. This journey will at times give you curveballs. Relax and enjoy the ride. When a curveball comes your way, laugh at it. Humor is the best medicine. Humor will help you overcome any obstacle. I have a great sense of humor. I have seen it all. I have seen the good, bad, and ugly. Humor is the power to see through whatever comes your way. Ponder this over. These are a few practical steps you can take to open the door within. When Charles Darwin came up with his theory of evolution, his predominant theme was cooperation upon nature. He mentioned only a few times survival of the fittest. Yet all around the world today, the world has embraced survival of the fittest instead of cooperation. You see this everywhere. There is a winner and there is a loser. This is how you look at things. People lie and cheat to win. Winning is all-encompassing. It doesn't matter how you win, but the goal is to win at all costs. Many Olympians use illegal drugs to give them a better advantage. Your politicians will run negative campaigns to win office. Only the best will get high-paying jobs. It seems like your entire world is built on stress. It's built on competing. Only the strongest will survive. There are around 30 companies which control the economy of the entire world. They hold power over billions of people. These people can make or break nations. In Darwin discovered that nature cooperates with each other. For example, nature provides to you oxygen and you provide carbon dioxide. When nature cuts off your oxygen, then you won't be alive. There are forests today whose trees have roots where they are all united together. They don't fight and bicker with one another. They are in harmony. Nature is cooperating with each other. If you want peace on earth, one must learn how to cooperate. By discovering your true nature, you will over time learn how. Your emotional mindset must change from survival of the fittest to cooperation. You see, it first begins in your mind. Your mind has been trained in the other direction. Even young children need to learn this. They have a toy and hold on to it for dear life. The parents teach the child to share the toy. Some eventually get it, while others never learn that basic lesson. You see, when we're out of harmony, the basic true human emotions are lost. You have fleeting glimpses of your true nature. It comes and goes. You're true to build a foundation of ethics without understanding your true nature. I'm amazed what the majority of people have developed on your planet. Without a foundation, majority of people try to lead good and decent lives. They love one another and cooperate with each other. These are exciting times. We can do great things together when you and I cooperate with each other. We can solve any problems on earth when we talk and sync with each other. You must learn to listen to your heart. You must learn to listen to your intuition. Your intellect will never comprehend me, but your heart can. Learn how to merge your intellect and your heart together. By doing so, you'll be able to be in harmony with me. You have been so distant for ever so long. How many times a day do you ever think about me? How many times a year? Have you ever thought about me? This is one reason why we have so much chaos in the world. If you aren't in harmony with nature, then your actions won't be in harmony. This will create a snowball effect. Multiply that by billions of people on your planet, and you get what I mean. Your mind is cloudy. Dust is on your inner mirror. You think everything is all right. Humanity is skimming the surface of the ocean of life. Your goal is to dive deep with the ocean of life and discover your true nature. The entire universe cooperates with each other. There's harmony among us. You have the opportunity to be in sync with me and the entire universe. Ponder this over. Cooperation is the foundation of life. Did anyone tell you that you are magnificent? You are totally loved by God. God will never judge you. I will never judge you. You have free will and free choice. Therefore, no matter what you choose, we love you. These messages are meant for you to ponder over. We wish that you think about what we are saying. We are saying that you are a part of God. You are eternal. You were never born, nor will you ever die. You existed before the dawning of the universe. You witnessed the birth of the galaxies and the stars. You were there when your sun was created. You were there when I was born. What could be more magnificent than that? Isn't it a paradox that you have forgotten your true nature? You struggle with life and think you are alone. You have forgotten how to be in harmony with the universe. You have free will and free choice. You can choose to reach for the stars or live in total darkness. Life is like a video game. Which level are you playing? You can always learn and advance in the video game of life. You can solve this precious puzzle. Maybe the purpose of free choice is to see where you take your life. There are two ways to live. One is in darkness, and the other is towards the light. It's easy to live in darkness. Just look at your past. Wars have been fought for thousands of years. They haven't solved anything. Now striving for the light takes effort and free choice. To control your mind is probably the most difficult thing to do in the universe. Yet, you can do it. The time is right. Never before have this grand opportunity. Even the earth is aligned with stars to enhance your journey in life. People are slowly waking up all around the world. How would you like to live in kindness, love, and compassion? How would you like to live in patience, tolerance, and have a divine sense of humor? Life will still throw you curveballs, yet you will slowly learn to hit the ball out of the park. Even if you don't do this, you'll be able to get on base. You will learn not to strike out or get frustrated when a curveball comes your way. How would you like to know that I'm always holding you in my arms? You can look at nature and see me anywhere. You will rejoice at seeing the ducks and geese fly into the sky. You will rejoice at seeing them fly in formation in the sky. You will get intoxicated listening to their honking. Many of you do. Many of you don't see the majesty, and consider them a nuisance while their droppings drop on your car. At that moment, a curveball is thrown, and you can simply smile. How would you like to wake up in the morning and be truly grateful? You are alive. You can be kind and compassionate towards all. You love to take care of your body. You love to eat good food and exercise. You realize this is the only body you have while you're alive. You love to pray and meditate. There is so much incredible learning on this journey of life. You love to work in your inner garden. Daily, you love to pull your inner weeds and water. You love to tend to your garden. The mysteries of the universe are being revealed to you. You love your fellow man. You love the diversity of all the different paths people take. You can see the thread of love tying us all together. You begin to rejoice in the diversity of life and experience how incredible it is. Your workplace becomes a playground. Yes, still issues will come up, yet you can handle them. Everyone will slowly realize that all work supports us all. As humanity, we are reaching for the stars. Mankind will slowly solve many problems that existed for thousands of years. Slowly, anger and hate will disappear into the night, but will never appear again. You see, you're about to go to a higher level in the video game of life. Light dispels the dark. This is how anger and hate gets dissolved. When you embrace the light, your negative emotions will totally disappear. Ponder this over. This may seem like a grand fairy tale, which it is. You're majestic. You're beloved by God. I love you. Are you still young at heart? Can you play like two puppies chasing each other? Can you play like young kittens playing with a ball of string? Can you play like two dolphins chasing each other in the ocean? Can you play like polar bear cubs rolling in the snow? Can you play like young birds chasing each other in the sky? Can you play like young children stomping in puddles of water when it's raining and feeling so much delight? Where is your playfulness? Did it disappear long ago? The entire universe is playing. The entire universe is rejoicing. The entire universe has a great sense of humor. The entire universe is laughing. Can you laugh at yourself and others? Are you so serious that you have lost touch of your true nature? Have you lost yourself in the politics of today and fear the future? Do you flame others late into the night? Do you have trouble sleeping because of the world around you? Do you take life so seriously? Bugs Bunny once said, "Don't take life so seriously because you will never get out of it alive." The part of our problem is to discover me and for you to discover your true nature. You must have the innocence of a child. You see, your intellect can never understand me. By being serious and intellectual, you have distanced yourself from me and your Creator. You don't need suffering and pain to discover me. You don't need intense hardships to discover me. You don't need to sacrifice your life to discover me. All you need is the laughter of the child. All you need is a smile on your face. All you need is to wake up each morning and rejoice that today is an incredible day. I'm alive and grateful. Heaven is a state of mind. Unfortunately, as we become adults, we lose our sense of humor. We can't laugh at ourselves and the world at large. We become mature adults. Well, not quite mature. A truly mature person is kind, loving, and compassionate. A true mature adult laughs easily. A true mature adult has patience and tolerance for all. A true mature adult is wise and monitors his words and actions. A true mature adult is constantly paying attention within. The entire universe is young at heart. It may be eternal, but it is never boring. Many people, as they age, get bored with life. How many people die when they get older because they are so bored they can't wait to die? This is the situation for so many people on this planet. Imagine, I'm always there watching over you, and you think you are alone. Nature is all around you to remind you of the beauty and majestic of being alive. Yet you are bored. From that boredom, mankind creates so many unnecessary and harmful addictions. Just look at so many Catholic priests molesting so many young boys. Look at so many famous people using their power to sexually assault innocent young. Unfortunately, mankind is a mixture of light and dark. Darkness has been prevalent for thousands of years. What you think is correct is wrong. There is an expression that says, what you think you want, you don't need. What you need, you don't want. So many people have heard these messages and think, I don't need this. I'm satisfied with my life. Why do I need to pursue this? It will take too much time and energy. Ponder this over. Can you laugh at life? Where is your inner child? Let's look at 1,000,000 years in the future. Where are we going? Did you know that humanity and Gaia became united? Humanity reaches a level where their awareness becomes a part of the universe. Earth has graduated. Earth has evolved to a point where the entire universe is dancing in joy. Free will and free choice leads man to go from darkness to light. It was quite the adventure. There were times when we thought you wouldn't make it. 2012 was a turning point, and humanity never looked back. At times, it seemed like darkness was in total control. After 2012, it seemed like wherever you look, darkness reared its ugly head. What was happening that the light was beginning to shine and darkness had no place to hide? Well, it took 1,000,000 years for man to totally transform. Humanity reached a level where they became one with the sun, moon, and stars. There was a unified state of consciousness on Earth. What was the next step in evolution? What if I told you that your Earth was seeded from another galactic civilization? This has been going on for trillions of years. Imagine this is an incredible video game. You start from darkness and work your way up to the level of light. You don't know if you're going to make it to the next level. It's by free choice and free will. Imagine your DNA contained the blueprints of God. Imagine there were an advanced civilization whose prime directive was to plant the seeds on Earth. Humans were given these blueprints of God. It was in their DNA. The journey begins. Before 2012, life was a constant struggle. War was the only constant thing in your world. Anger ruled the land. People lost touch of their true nature. Well, since 2012, mankind advanced through the video game of life. Slowly, humanity united and solved all the problems which came their way. They began to live in harmony, and their awareness was totally transformed. It's hard to put in words because it's out of the box than how we live today. You see, we live in a linear world that they found out to totally transform and live in a multi-dimension world or the quantum world. Scientists today would totally marvel at this way of living. Imagine that the entire Earth became one and was aware of it. There is a unified field of consciousness. Humanity reached a level in awareness to help bring another world to go through the same transformation that we did. You see, we went through the stages from going from A to Z and beyond. We went through the video game of life. We went through the struggles of free choice and made it. Many Earth-like bodies don't. Many destroy themselves. So it was a big deal. We were going to be parents and help another Earth-like planet discover the video game of life. We plant the DNA seeds for another world. You see, this has been going on for eternity. This is an incredible game of God. You are eternal. You will never die. Mankind and Gaia graduated and are another incredible mission. This time, they help another Earth-like planet go from darkness to light. It's a glorious day in the neighborhood. The universe is rejoicing. Come home, come home, come home. I am always whispering to you to come home. You are out in the freezing rain and have forgotten the fire in your true home. You walk upon me daily, yet you are only aware of the cell phone you are carrying. It seems to me a cell phone is one more layer of abstraction that keeps you from knowing me. Yes, it's an incredible tool to have, yet billions of people place their entire world around the phone. Is there any message that is truly going to help you discover your true nature? Yet you get lost along the way. How many lifetimes will it take for you to recognize me? Look, I'm not judging you. I'm calling a spade a spade. I see the suffering you're in. Don't you want me to help you? I'm always with you. Your indigenous people on this sacred earth are aware of me. They try to live in harmony with me and have a sacred connection. It seems like the song, "You pave paradise and put up a parking lot," is almost the norm today. Quite frankly, you can do better than that. Because you have forgotten your divine connection to me, you have wreaked havoc on my creation. You're throwing garbage into your own living room. Once again, I'm not judging you, but it's true. You have a president who has more concerns about making profits and is going backwards when it comes to the environment. Many people are cheering him along the way. Yes, it's true that light will dispel darkness. You can see chaos all around you. My frank advice is to vote for people who are kind and decent. Get rid of the old negative energies of power over others. Kindness is the key. If a person is kind, they will make laws that are beneficial towards all. Stop spending trillions of dollars on your defense. Spend that money on cleaning up your environment. Spend it on education. Spend it on creating a better infrastructure. Spread your wealth around. You can solve the poverty issue. Make sure everyone can have a decent meal to eat. There's more than enough food on this planet. You see, the more you are in alignment with me and your true self, the world will be a better place. It's as easy as that. When the will can truly drop anger and hatred towards all, is the starting point of a mature society. Your present society has much to be desired. Darkness has been around for thousands of years. Look, you are still fighting. You've been in Afghanistan for over 17 years and no end in sight. How many trillions of dollars have been wasted? You will never win this war until you make peace with the other side. You can have a collaboration between the two sides and work together to rebuild the country. Look, I've been around for a long time. I have direct experience with your past. I held your ancestors in my arms when they died. I know what I'm talking about. War is not the answer. Your politicians do and are proud of it. You think it's an honor to send young people to fight a battle that could have been prevented. It's so easy to send them to battle when you don't have the common sense to come up with a practical solution. War is obsolete. It's time to remove that barbaric process within your mind. Vote out all politicians out of office who still hold that concept and will start another war. These are practical things that humanity can take. This will only happen with you when you strive to be a truly mature being. Your maturity level currently is less than a kindergartner. Look at the bickering in your Congress today. Most young kids are more mature. You don't see chaos on the playgrounds that you see in Congress today. At least on the playground, when some kid gets upset and hits another person, there's a timeout. Eventually, both kids will solve this issue and continue to play. It seems your Congress can't do that. They're so angry and polarized towards each other. I'm saying that the politicians represent your state of awareness. You voted them in. When you become more mature and act like a human being with kindness, the entire process will begin to change. Ponder this over. You hold the piece of the puzzle. The world and I need you. You are the crown of creation. Yet at this present moment, you have not lived up to this. You are my custodians, keeping care of all my creatures. Do you remember that? What have you done? You would be sued by your Creator for your neglect. Except you have free will and free choice. God and I don't judge you. We may give hints and pointers along the way. We have only pure love for humanity. This pure love resides inside of you. We think it's crazy that there are poachers in this world, killing animals for money. How dark can you get when a person is oblivious to the light? His actions can be totally insane. And that's why it's called a black market. It seems like everything can be killed for or bartered for when it comes to my creation. As I said in my last message, you're dumping trash into your living room. How crazy is that? Yet you are oblivious to that. You are unconscious, yet humanity is sawing off the branch it is sitting on. The only way to clean up the mess you created is to discover your true nature. You must once again discover me. We must walk hand in hand together. It's your choice. It's your free will. You see, darkness can only go so far. The light is beginning to shine. The sun is arising on your planet. The faster you embrace the light, the faster peace will come into the earth. Only you can change. I can't do the work for you. That's why it's called free choice. You're at the level in the video game where you're tired of the darkness. You don't like the craziness of the world. You're tired of war. You're tired of the bickering and fighting for thousands of years. This is the point when you start to wake up and advance to another level. This is the point where you become more mature. This is the point where you can learn from your past mistakes. When a human being realizes that he has an internal garden, he begins to start to take responsibility for it. Day by day, he holds the weeds and takes care of the garden. He waters his garden with love, patience, and kindness. He begins to be aware of his direct connection to me and to God. He begins to realize that we have always been there. You have just been asleep. When one begins to experience the divinity within on a moment-by-moment basis, his life will turn around. This is why we say, you are a piece of the puzzle. Your piece is needed in the puzzle of life. Mankind made a conscious decision to go to the next level. Many people thought you were going to blow this planet up. This is not the case. You see, you might not be aware that human consciousness made a decision to embrace the light. Since 2012, you've seen so many dark events. When the light comes into the picture, darkness has no place to hide. You see this in all areas of life. These are exciting times for the planet. In a short time, maybe a billion years, you will stop and realize that 2012 was a major marker for humanity. You are about to be morphed and changed into something so incredible. You are like the butterfly. Presently, you are the worm who is building a cocoon. Someday, humans and I will be one. We will be aware of the entire universe. That will be the day. Presently, this is only a dream that this will happen. You are reaching for the stars. Enjoy the next levels of the video game of life. Remember, this video game will go on forever. Never give up. Majority of people have been incredible human beings for thousands of years. Unfortunately, there has been a few bad apples which have been in control on this planet. You see, they like to control you and manipulate. They love darkness and can't stand the light. Yet the light eventually will shine on this planet. Darkness will someday disappear into the night. No matter what happens to you, never give up. There's a divine order to things. Life is meant to give you some curveballs along the way. This is how you learn. I am your mother and can give you motherly advice. The more you pay attention and focus within, the better the connection will be with me. Try to connect to me in your daily life. Just like your mother may have died some time ago, you can still connect to her by your sweet memories. Your mother is a part of you. Your light will never disappear. Hold on to it and make it brighter day by day. You are magnificent. You are glorious. Words truly can't describe the true essence of your soul. Exciting times are for your future. Never give up. You are just about there. You may think that life is a hard journey. Take a few more steps and you will get a second wind. The finish line is just over your horizon. You are about to discover who you truly are. Mankind has gone through all sorts of adventures for thousands of years. Darkness prevailed for thousands of years. They won many battles, but did not win the war. Light is beginning to shine on your world. The sun is arising. Realize all your dreams of peace on earth is coming. Never give up. You are always supported. Ask for eternal help. Ask to be aware of our presence. Make a constant effort. Remember, the more you use free choice and free will, the better the connection will be. You see, only by free choice and free will can you grow. The change will only happen when you use your free will. It's as simple as that. I'm your mother and personal coach on this journey of life. My help is always there, yet you have to be spiritually mature enough to listen to me. What I'm saying is, by discovering your true nature inside of you, can we be reconnected? We have only focused externally, and by doing that, you have forgotten your true nature. At times, you may get fleeting glimpses, but it disappears. You have not been listening to the radio within. The song of love is constantly playing. This is the most beautiful song in the universe. Yet your mind is not tuned in. Your mind is distracted by this world. Your mind is in survival mode. You can learn how to tune your mind constantly with the radio within. The universe is broadcasting within. Listen to the station, KGOD. Become one with it. Your life will truly change for the better. Millions of people are listening to this radio channel. Their lives are being totally transformed. You see, you are the universe. You just don't know it. Discover your true nature. Ponder this over. You are a piece of this incredible puzzle. This is the last message for this book. I love you more than you realize. I hold you in my arms forever, for I am your earthly mother. As a mother, I adore my creation. I think it is quite significant. Rejoice in the world around you. Pay attention to nature. It is speaking to you in all its glory. As I said, humanity is skimming the surface on the ocean of life. My advice is to get wet and discover your true nature. This is an ocean of love. What have you got to lose? Your anger and pain will go away. The ocean of life is all around you. You were meant to discover your true nature inside of you. I have held a dream for ever so long that humanity will once again come back home. This dream has been carried on for thousands of years. Darkness and separation have been the consciousness of man. Yet in this present moment, the sun is about to rise. Millions of people are beginning to wake up. It is a glorious day. I hope you take these messages to heart. They are simple, not complicated. Love is simple. Kindness is simple. Patience is simple. Just look at a newborn child. The child just smiles. It has nothing to prove. A wise man just smiles. He has nothing to lose. I am your mother. Our love is simple and will always be. I have nothing to prove. My love is unconditional. I do not judge you. You have free will and free choice. Only you can choose peace on earth. Only you can change yourself. Only you can discover the diamond within. Only you can once again experience me in your daily life. We can walk side by side. I always hold you in my arms. You can make the choice to be aware of it. You are the universe. You just don't know it. This is not a cliche. This is the truth. You are magnificent. You are not born a sinner. You came from God, and you will return to God. God lives inside of you. This is not a cruel joke, but a reality. You've been looking for peace outside of yourself. Peace lives inside of you. All your great teachers have told you the same thing. Humanity is waking up. It is up to you. You hold the piece of the puzzle. Humanity's movie of life is coming to a climax. This movie has so much drama. Yet here's the catch. You can change the ending to what you truly want. Man's dream has been peace on earth. You are the main character in this movie. The ending is dependent upon what role you take. It is a simple yet powerful role. You seek with free will and free choice. You decide the outcome of your movie of life. Ponder this over. I love you and support you. I'm always with you. just got up. It's 2:22 in the morning. I'm pondering the meaning from me to we. It seems like man has been living the dream for so long. At times it's been a nightmare. At times it's been a beautiful dream. Man has been repeating the same actions for thousands of years. They constantly repeat themselves. Why does man continue to fight wars? Wars have never solved anything, yet they still continue to this day. Each century, our weapons are more sophisticated. Today, we have weapons that can destroy the world 100 times over. Yet, we still are on the lookout to create even more destruction. I love to watch the geese and ducks fly in the sky. My wife and I love it. They fly in incredible formations and can change and morph in many different patterns on the fly. They are in sync with nature. It seems like they are totally united and flying as one. Personally, I think man's problem stems from the fact that we are so identified on me. My nation is better than your nation. My religion is better than yours. I'm going to heaven while you're going to hell. God is on my side and not on your side. It's all me, and me. Currently, we have a president who loves to divide the country. He gets a big kick out of this. His tweets. He tweets whatever comes to his mind. He has no ethics whatsoever. You see, when you aren't aware of your true nature, you act in ways that aren't in harmony with the universe. For example, why don't we elect leaders that are kind, loving, and compassionate? Some are, yet our political system is in shambles. We are totally divided. Our political system is at a standstill. Nothing can get done. Blame is put on both sides of the parties. You see, our mentality is us versus them. We have been this way for thousands of years. Emotionally, man has been stagnant for ever so long. Yet we have progressed in technology. Thousands of people have tried to make this world a better place. The spark of the universe lies inside. This book is about how we can transform from me to we. I believe this is our answer. All the great masters talked about this in their beautiful ways. Man thinks that his consciousness only exists in his brain. He has created himself distant from life itself. According to Einstein, E is equals mc squared. Show me then where consciousness does not exist, inside of a flower or a car. The whole universe is alive. Man just thinks he is alone. The wise man has said that you are the universe. You just don't know it. Your true nature is kind. You are love and compassion. You are tolerant and patient. You do not judge. You aren't a bully. You are not full of anger and resentment. Unfortunately, we have lost touch with our true nature. Consequently, we feel separate from each other. We have forgotten our true nature. As I said in the intro, the problem is me, me, me. We have lived in this manner for thousands of years. Recently, science and religion are almost talking about the same thing. In the quantum field, time, space does not exist, yet it exists everywhere. We all come from the quantum. Did you know that this field is alive and conscious? This is who you truly are. Imagine you have a body and a soul. A part of your body lives in this quantum energy known as God. A part of you never left. Imagine there are probably around 6 billion people on this planet. Each one of these precious human beings has a part of them connected to God. Each one of them has a higher self. The quantum field is like a vast cosmic soup where the entire universe is comprised. You and I are all united into this soup. You can't separate us because we are one. This is the creative source known as God. All of creation comes from this source. It's beyond time and space. We are linear, yet the source is beyond our comprehension. Yet we all come from it. We have a spark of this inside of us. We are never alone. We may think we are. We are created in the image of our Father. Our true essence comes from God. If this is true, why don't we have peace on earth right now? Good question. We have free will. We have free choice. You choose what you want. There's no judgment. I see that life is like a video game. At each level you learn and gather wisdom. At a certain point you advance to the next level. Imagine we are playing this game, yet we aren't aware of it. We don't even know that there's a video game that we can play. Many human beings are like this. We complain and moan about life. We are like leaves blowing in the wind. Our outside circumstances dictate our state of mind. We hold grudges and resentment. We are polarized with people who don't think the same way as we do. Look at our political system today. Neither side can talk to one another. Yet a wise man knows that there's a video game of life. He slowly understands how to play the game. In each and every moment, he tries to monitor his thoughts and actions. Yes, he will stumble and fall, much like a baby does when she learns how to walk. Eventually, the baby learns how to walk and run with the wind. In the same way, we can learn how to control how we react to this world around us. We discover the world within. We discover our piece of the puzzle, which ultimately helps in bringing peace to this planet. Our goal is to take care of our inner garden. We need to pull the weeds, toil the soil, and water daily. Our world would change for the better if we all did this. There's a point in the video game where we experience the oneness of all life. You see, we are all one. We are not separate. We just think so. We are living in an old energy for thousands of years. Consequently, we have wars with each other and can't see eye to eye. So how do I play this video game of life? The first step is free will and free choice. You must make a conscious decision to learn how to play the game of life. You see, most of our life is a habit. Our subconscious is in control. We speak what comes to our mind. We mostly have the same daily routine. Get up, brush your teeth, eat breakfast. We have our daily commute to work or school. Our daily habits are ingrained in our body. Basically, we are walking around not being aware of our true nature. When one realizes there's another way to live, one begins to learn how to change moment by moment. One begins to see that no one can walk this path for you. None is going to save you. You are responsible for changing and discovering your true nature. Now, help is always there. You are never alone. You can do this. It just takes one small baby step after another. I don't have words to say about how incredible this game of life is. Each and every moment we can change for the better. We can reach for the stars. This is our true nature. When mankind discovers this and practices this, peace will be on earth. You see, you and I are one. The Golden Rule. Do not impose on others what you do not wish for yourself. This is one of the guiding principles of life that Confucius taught his followers 5 centuries before Jesus taught the Golden Rule with similar words. In Matthew 7:12, Christ says, "Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that man should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets." This living principle has been known for eternity. Yet, in our day-to-day affairs, we miss the boat. I believe most people try to live with the Golden Rule in mind. Most people try to be kind and considerate of others. Unfortunately, we see so much drama in our worlds. We are still fighting with each other. Emotionally, we are still babes in the wood. Yet man is waking up from his slumber. The Golden Rule expresses the unity of all. It expresses the oneness of all life. We are all created by God. We all come from the same place, regardless of our race, color, or creed. We are one beautiful family. Can you imagine if the entire world just lived by this simple principle? There would be peace on earth. Today, in our politics, you win elections with a huge amount of money. You try to slander your opponent as much as you can. You make up stories that the other person tries to defend. We lack people whose only concern is to stay in power. They lack morals and ethics. We have Christians who overlook their values and embrace our current president. Imagine if the other side did just one of the current president's antics, they would be impeached. How do we as a world live by the Golden Rule? We must change our ways. We must discover our true nature. We must learn how to be kind in diversity. We must cultivate love and compassion. There must be in each and every moment a conscious decision. We must think before we speak. We must monitor what we say. If it's putting gasoline on the fire, don't say it. Monitor your actions. Once you do an action, you can't take it back. The other person may forgive you, but they won't forget what you did. Our current president must learn this. How many people has he mocked, and he doesn't care, yet he is in office. If we, as a people, would do this, our world would truly change. Our political system would change for the better. Imagine voting for a president who has the highest amount of kindness and compassion towards their fellow man instead of our current system. Nobody would vote for a power monger or one who doesn't want to represent the people. Over time, we would have a kind government, a government for the people and by the people. We would truly take care of our people. Instead of spending trillions of dollars on a war, that money would be spent on improving the lives of all. War would be obsolete. We would use our wisdom to solve the problems of today. We would look back in the future and see how barbaric we once were. You see, this will happen. Humanity is evolving. Doom and gloom is not our true nature. These are not just words. You can at any given moment change for the better. Kindness is your true nature. Love and compassion for all is your true nature. Your mirror is cloudy, so you can't see your true reflection. You can clean your own mirror. All the great masters in the past told you so. Lo and behold, the kingdom of heaven exists inside of you. All the great teachings have said the same thing, using different words. The essence is the same. These are exciting times. I love to see the compassion people have for one another. People are helping each other all around the world. The news gives us a very small fraction of the good people have. In my eyes, the news should be reversed. We should show the good things humanity is doing and maybe have a small segment on the negative. Today, our news is delivered to provide shock and awe for ratings. The almighty buck wins. You see, just like in voting, your vote counts. You have a piece of the puzzle. The puzzle can't be complete if you don't discover your true nature. What do you have to lose? Do you truly like the current state of affairs? How would you like that in each and every moment the world would be kind to you and your family? How insane that we have children who go to school and have to pass through metal detectors. How can we learn in that environment? 1 out of every 5 children in the United States doesn't have food to live on. That's a sad situation. You see, once humanity embraces the golden rule, these problems will go away. We can truly care and have love and compassion for all. We can truly see and experience that we are all one. This is called the golden age for man. Ponder this over. You can make a difference in this world. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe. You just don't know it. We are all custom designed by God. Yesterday, I heard an interesting interview with Bruce Lipton. He is a scientist and has a fascinating story to tell. He wasn't interested in God, religion, or anything spiritual. His passion was science and biology. He was studying the structure of cells. One day, he discovered that our cells have antennas embedded on the surface of the cells. We have trillions of cells, and each cell had this antenna. He thought to himself, mind you, I'm paraphrasing what he said. He asked himself, what are these antennas for? For what purpose do we have for them? In the real world, he thought of a TV set. You have an antenna which receives signals from a broadcast. You can change the channel and a different TV program will appear on the screen. At this point, it gets extremely interesting. Somehow, he has an epiphany that our awareness and consciousness is being broadcast from God or the quantum field. Each one of us has unique signatures. He realized that the body will die, yet our essence is always the same. We can never die. Our essence is eternal. To his amazement, he discovered that God exists inside of us. The treasures exist inside. We are hardwired to discover the universe within. Imagine all this took place within 5 minutes. From that point on, his goal was to discover his true nature. The clues are there in plain sight. Bruce then, as a scientist, began to use the lab within to discover his true nature. In the interview, Bruce said that some Jesuits said that, give me a child for 7 years, and I will tell you how the child will grow up. The first 7 years, a child will pick up the good, bad, and ugly. A child's brain is theta, which everything external gets sucked in from 0 to 7 years old. This goes directly into our subconscious. Now, imagine that we live our lives 98% of the time from our subconscious. Our subconscious drives our life. This means that our lives are being driven from our early childhood. While pursuing ourselves and discovering our true nature, we live most of our lives driven by our subconscious. We react like leaves blowing in the wind. Our body is so entwined with our subconscious that we react automatically without being aware. Imagine our subconscious is like a hard drive. It has tons of data stored from the ages of 0 to 7. When an event occurs, the subconscious will go instantly to the hard drive and it knows how to react. Notice, we are oblivious to what's going on. This is mankind to a T. We have been fighting for so long. The world is on fire. People flame each other on Facebook. We have a president who tweets whatever comes to his mind. Humanity is on the verge of a major breakthrough. The signs that we were built to discover are all around us. We have all the instruments inside of us to discover our true nature. We are about to go from me to we, which is the title of this book. Imagine every single person on earth is hardwired to discover we all came from the same place. We are all family, regardless of race, color, or creed. Our true nature is kindness. Our true nature is love and compassion. We are all a spark of the divine. We are the universe. We just don't know it. These are exciting times. You hold a piece of the puzzle of life inside of you. You can change and discover your true nature. Millions of people are waking up. Recently, science and religion are really talking about the same thing. Discoveries that Bruce saw are major scientific breakthroughs for all of us. Bruce saw in a flash of light that we are being broadcasted from the quantum field. We have our name that God knows and the universe knows. Every human life is special. With our free choice and free will, we can, moment by moment, be on a conscious journey to discover our true essence. Ponder this over. Let's continue how a human being is hardwired to find God. Many scientists think that a part of our DNA is multidimensional and quantum. We contain the blueprint of God inside of us. From this blueprint, a human being is created. We are created in the image of God. When I was young, I loved to study the great wisdom from India. I still do. The Indians have a theory that everything we do and say is recorded into an energy frequency. This energy frequency can be read in some part of time in the future. There are people who will fine-tune themselves to be able to read the Akashic records from another person. Now recently, many people think that in our DNA, we have a multi-dimensional DNA which contains the blueprint of God. Now imagine in this blueprint contains the entire essence of the universe and the essence of your soul's journey in the universe. You are eternal. You can never die. Your body will. Many people are discovering this concept and learning how to mine the Akashic record for themselves. Can you imagine how incredible that would be? It means that you could stop any diseases coming your way. You would be in tune with God and listen to the wisdom that lies within. You could bring back all the positive attributes you have learned on your magnificent journeys in life. A person could tap into the future and bring back wisdom such as inventions that would help our fellow man. From that state, it would be easy to go from me to we. If we could consciously tap into the oneness and blueprint of the universe. As you can see, the car is sitting in the garage gathering dust. The car is meant to be driven on the freeway of life. Moment by moment, we can drive our car and gather a greater understanding of why we are alive. We spend most of our lives in a survival mode. We spend most of our times living by our habits and subconscious. Imagine we're literally hardwired to discover our true essence. Yet, so many humans are oblivious to this fact. You see, we have free will and free choice. The entire universe lives by this law. At times I think, well, maybe human beings shouldn't have free choice and we would come into this world and never forget our true nature. Peace would always prevail on earth. Anger and war would not exist. Heaven would be on earth. Yet, life is a grand adventure. We come into this world to discover our true nature and to help transform this world from darkness to light. It's a cosmic game. This isn't the first time this game has been played. For time immemorial, this game has been played through the universe and countless other universes. The entire universe is watching us and cheering for us. They are rooting us on. We have incredible coaches that help and assist us. Yet, they can't take a single step for us. You see, Each of us has to play the game without any steps taken by another being. These are exciting times. We as humanity is going from me to we for thousands of years because of thinking. It's all about me. We have fought countless wars. We're living in an era where this is changing right before our eyes. Ponder this over. You are hardwired to discover God. You contain within your DNA the blueprint of God. For over 5,000 years, the Indians have discovered flower petal-shaped vortexes of energy lying across 7 different areas on our spinal column. These chakras are definitely directly connected to the endocrine system of glands. These chakras are responsible for distributing energy through the body. When there is a blockage, disease will occur. In our next chapter, we will talk about the Chinese discovery of meridians. I won't go through the specifics of each chakra. Here's a general overview of each one. The following information came from color-meanings.com. The root chakra. The Sanskrit word for this chakra is Muladhara chakra. Mud means root. The chakra colors associated with the root chakra is red. The root chakra defines our relationships to Earth. It impacts our vitality, passion, and survival instincts. The red chakra colors are also indicative of our need for logic and order, physical strength, and sexuality, as well as the fight or flight response when faced with danger. The sense of smell in the human body is connected to the root chakra. The gland to which the root chakra is affected is the gonads. The sacred chakra. The chakra colors associated with the sacral chakra is orange. This chakra relates to the water element in the human body. The chakra colors are orange, which impacts sexuality, reproductive function, joy, desire, and even creativity, compassion for others. The sense of taste is associated with the sacral chakra. Glands and organs impacted by this chakra include the lymphatic system, female reproductive organs, large intestine, pelvis, and bladder. The solar plexus chakra. The Sanskrit words for this chakra is Manipura chakra, which literally translates to city of jewels. Thus, the solar plexus chakra is the personal power chakra that is responsible for one's personal and professional success. The chakra colors, yellow, of this energy vortexes are associated with fire, energy, change, etc. This element of fire, when balanced and harmonious, allows one to feel more confident, cheerful, and energetic, along with the right amount of respect for self and others. Our sense of sight is associated with the solar plexus chakra. The glands or organs associated with the solar plexus chakra are the adrenal glands. The heart chakra. Anahata chakra, or the heart chakra, is associated with the chakra colors green. This chakra influences our relationships and has the air element. A weak heart chakra is responsible for sabotaging the relationships through distress, anger, and envy, etc. The sense of touch is impacted by the heart chakra, and the glands connected to it are the thymus and lymph. The throat chakra. The Vishuddha chakra refers to our true voice. As the name suggests, the throat chakra, with its chakra colors blue, is associated with the ability to communicate, listen, etc. The glands to which the throat chakra is attached are the esophagus, ears, throat, thyroid, jaws, teeth, and neck vertebrae. The etheric element of the throat chakra, when balanced, allows an individual to have pleasant voice, artistic abilities, expressive ways, and also ability to be in a higher place spiritually. The individuals with a balanced throat chakra are able to meditate well and use their energy efficiently and artistically. The third eye chakra, the Anja chakra, literally translates to center of knowing or monitoring. This chakra is associated with the chakra colors indigo and is connected to the pineal or pituitary gland. Those with a well-balanced brow chakra can have telepathic abilities, charismatic personality, and they often do not have any fear of death. The element of electricity or telepathy, along with the chakra colors of indigo, are associated with our sense of thought. The crown chakra. This chakra is known as Sahasrara chakra in Sanskrit and is associated with the chakra colors of violet or purple. The crown chakra is associated with the pituitary gland, nervous system, and the brain and head region with its elements of light. In its balanced state, this chakra can render individuals the ability to perform miracles, transcend the laws of nature, and have a heightened awareness of death and immortality. Now, according to the great masters and mystics, the journey begins at the base of the spine. There lies the Ida and the Pingala nerve. Imagine a column called the Sushumna, which is not physical, which goes from the bottom of the spine. Here's a definition of the Sushumna from Wikipedia. Sushumna, very gracious, kind, runs along the spinal cord in the center through the 7 chakras. Under the correct conditions, the energy of Kundalini is said to uncoil and enter Sushumna through the Brahma Dwara or Gate of Brahma at the base of the spine. The Shiva Shamanta treaty on yoga states, for example, that out of 350,000 nadis, 14 are particularly important, and among them, the 3 just mentioned are the 3 most vital. It seems to me that God hardwired each individual human being, to help discover his true nature. The journey begins at the base of the root chakra. Here, the consciousness of me, and me reside. The human being is existing in a state of survival mode. The goal in life is to master each chakra and ultimately arrive at the crown chakra and enter its doors. At this state, one will realize that I am the universe. We are all one. This is our true state of existence. We are all one huge, gigantic family. Each one is responsible for discovering our true nature. The world would be in a better place if we all did this. Ponder this over. So you think that you are hardwired to find God? Maybe in time. Maybe it's time to use your inner key to start the engine.